It's gonna give me a bunch of Bushins and stuff. I see what they mean by it makes ranked unplayable. Yeah, it's just giving me all Bushins. Because everyone, I guess everyone who's like first time Fujin or first time Raijin, their Tekken prowess is too low. So it's like, hey, like, you must be good enough to be Bushins, haha. And like, sure, maybe I am. But, like, that's really frustrating, not fighting people. This is unplayable? I think it's fine, but I can see how other people are mad. That was actually really smart, using a low there. I love that. Some people don't use a low there, and then they die. Nice. He thought I was going to use a low to check his poke. That was nice! Dude, this guy's got the reads! This guy's got the reads! That was sick. The back sway, dude. Like, I mean, look, if you're bad and you make it to Fujin, right? Like, actually bad at the game or whatever, and you don't like this, you don't like playing against people who are 2 ranks higher than you, 3 ranks higher than you, yes, I understand that it's actually frustrating. Like, I'm not gonna say that's not frustrating. I just don't care. I'm gonna do low, I don't, yeah. Okay, sure. I think that hits. Damn, I'm fucking nasty. He thought he was safe. Motherfucker thought he was safe in these streets. We dancing on niggas and beating on niggas. What's up? Alright, let's try that shit again. Run it back, run it back. We need one more. We need one more of those. That was actually so good of me. Oh my gosh. Bro, he's swinging. Sure. I ducked. I just guessed duck, dude. I wasn't even thinking. It was just a random guess duck. What the fuck? Who does that? I did it low. He pressed. Yes! Let's go! Let's go! He just got them reads, baby. He had him in the first round, though. Those reads were actually god like the very first round. I was like, oh, this thing is kind of clean with it. Hold up. Yeah, like, let me get out of queue so I can explain what I'm trying to explain. Because I guess saying, like, this is unplayable is... Nah, I'm good. Sorry, gang. I have something to explain to my Twitch chat. You're not as important as Twitch chat and YouTube content. No one is. No one will ever defeat the perennial YouTube wheel. Okay. Where is matchmaking settings? Okay. So, I have 81,000 Tekken prowess. The last 4 people I have fought have been higher ranked than me. Kishin, Bushin, Bushin. And I think the other one was like either exactly Fujin, so we were the same rank, or Raijin. That is probably not normal. There's probably enough Fujins online that I should be finding more Fujins. But if apparently they changed Tekken's matchmaking and ranked, like ranked sorting to value high Tekken prowess players with other high Tekken prowess players, and also trying to cross-pollinate with rank, then I would be getting significantly less of these high stress matches, is what they would be called, right? I played a Flame Ruler who was 190,000 prowess, and he was playing Dragunov. He had no idea what he was doing. He was maybe backstepping a good few times, using the good buttons Dragunov had, but he didn't have a full character understanding of Dragunov. He should not be fighting me. And me, sure, I'm Fujin, I have pretty high Tekken prowess, I probably shouldn't be in a real world fighting Bushins. For what? Give me Fujins, give me Raijins, give me Flame Rulers, give me people 1 rank above, 1 rank below, or exact rank. So if you're significantly worse than your rank indicates, I've won my past few matches, thank goodness, so this doesn't affect me. But if you're significantly worse than your rank determines, or your rank shows, but you have really high Tekken prowess, like overinflated Tekken prowess, because you play too many characters to blue, or to purple, or to red, whatever it may be, then because your Tekken prowess is higher, what's going to happen is it's going to give you matches against people higher than you, based off of said Tekken prowess. I had someone in chat just ask, is this unplayable? Like, this is unplayable as, like, a reference to me saying that some people would call me fighting 3 or 4 Bushins back-to-back as a Fujin with high Tekken prowess, same as them, unplayable, because they don't feel as if they're ready and good enough to fight Bushins and they get stomped. Is it unplayable to me? No, I'll just one and done all the Bushins until I find Fujins because they'll give me bigger points, right? I don't care. I'll one and done all the Kishins because they're not going to give me as big as points as just fighting Fujins. Who cares, right? And I'm going to lose the same amount. I'm going to lose like 500 or something. I can just choose to make matchmaking work for me, which is unfortunate. Maybe shouldn't have to be the case. Maybe give people more people close to their own rank rather than their own prowess, and just kind of let it sort itself out from there. Because what you're doing is you're actually keeping people in ranks that they probably don't belong in by forcing odd matchups on people, right? Like forcing Tekken prowess matchmaking instead of ranked matchmaking. You're giving people who are good at understanding and good at learning multiple characters unnecessary reward, right? Like, so I'm Fujin, and I have another character in Fujin. I think I have another character in Raijin or whatever. I'm fighting Bushins and I'm beating them because I can understand the basics tools of my kit and can play that way. If you've made it up to Fujin and you can't do that, you're gonna get knocked out of Fujin over and over and over and over and over. But it's not gonna be steady. You're gonna get knocked out of it and then get it back, and knocked out of it and get it back. You're never gonna settle on the rank that you're probably supposed to land at. Right? Maybe my max rank with my characters is something like Fujin or Raijin right now. But changing this matchmaking makes it harder for you to really determine where you're at in ranked. And I think this works more so because apparently it's really only affecting people playing on secondaries, which is really strange because Eddie's 1 under my highest rank. Is Eddie really my secondary? It's still favoring prowess over actual rank when I'm 1 rank below my main character. If I D-rank Raven, what happens? Does it now start focusing on rank more than prowess? Or does it continue to do prowess-based matchmaking, and because I have 2 characters at Fujin and some people have 1 character at Bushin or 1 character Tekken King, it's going to give me those players over and over. This matchmaking system is really weird. Do I consider it unplayable for me? No. Do I see how someone who maybe has 5 or 6 Bushins, 5 or 6 Fujins, or 5 or 6 Mighty Rulers, and is now playing against all Fujins as their Mighty Rulers, or all Tekken Kings and Tekken Emperors as their Fujins is annoying? Yeah. And it especially because it makes your queue times longer, and that's no fun for anybody. You want faster queue times. My queue times haven't been affected. I feel like my matches are still coming just as fast as they did pre-patch, but that is weird. I don't think I've ever run into that many Bushins and Kishins back-to-back, even on my main character, who is 1 rank above that. My Raven is Raijin, and I fight way more Raijins than Fujins. I've even fought people all the way down at, like, red rank sometimes. I haven't seen that anymore with this new matchmaking system, which I guess is a good thing. But it's also bad because now there's less of a player base open to you as a player. I don't know how to feel about it, personally. I kind of like the old matchmaking system better, but this one's still working okay for me. I'm not demoted from Fujin yet. Do you guys remember that, by the way? Someone shoot that bot? Do you guys remember that when I was like first Fujin as Raven? I would run into a bunch of like red ranks, and like that's probably way less healthy than this new matchmaking system, because now like you look at the rank and you're like, holy shit. Well, I guess if this rank system is working the way it's supposed to, this rank system is healthier. But whenever it starts giving you Tekken Kings and Bushins and your Fujin, that's probably bad. Whenever it's giving you Fujins and Raijins and your Mighty Ruler or Tenryu, that's probably also bad. Like, I don't think that that's inherently a good thing. So there's pros and cons to both. I'm not really sure which one is better or worse for me, but I think overall for the entire player base, It's probably worse, because it's going to make people not want to play multiple characters and enjoy the game at its fullest by getting multiple characters to the rank that they enjoy, because then they're afraid of having an overinflated Tekken prowess, and then rank becomes completely unplayable for them. The argument that someone made is getting to Tekken King once is harder than getting to Fujin 5 times. 5 or 6 times. Because he had like 6 characters at Fujin because he was having a character crisis. And then he played one of his characters and could only run into one of his characters at Fujin. And he could only run into people on Tekken Kings, on Bushins, on Tekken Emperors because of his overinflated Tekken prowess. Because of how many times he got to Fujin. And imagine using like a lower rank character. Like, you are now at Raijin, where all your characters are at red, so you get 2 or 3 characters to Raijin, and your Tekken prowess is a little higher than mine. So that's 2 Fujins. Say you have 5 Raijins, because you're leveling them up one at a time. Like, ooh, I got that one to Fujin, next to Raijin. Okay, the next one to Raijin, the next one, like, you're leveling up 3 or 4 characters at the same time. Your Tekken prowess shoots up to like 250,000. How many Garyus out there do you think are that Tekken prowess? It's probably so few. There's probably so little Garyus at that Tekken prowess, so it's either gonna shoot your matches up by a fuck ton, and you're gonna get a bunch of Fujins and Mighty Rulers on secondaries who have multiple characters maybe at Fujin, or multiple characters at Flame Ruler, or you're gonna have really, really fucking long queue times. Both of these options sound fucking awful, when you could have just left the matchmaking the same way. I feel like this matchmaking protects people who are fighting against pros on secondaries. Like, it makes it so that if you're a pro and you're leveling up every character to God Destruction, you're punished. Because you're going to run into less and less people that you can fight against that aren't also higher level play, right? So it's going to make your matches better, and it's going to protect the lower level players. Now, what happens when a lower level player slips in because they have too many characters at Fujin? They have 8 characters, 9 characters at Fujin or Raijin, and their Tekken prowess is the same as someone who has 1 character at God of Destruction. Then what happens? Getting to God of Destruction 1 time is harder than getting to Fujin 20 times, probably. If you're proficient enough with the basis of a character, I'm going to tell you now, you can probably get to Fujin with your main. If you're proficient enough with the basis of your character and understand enough about defense, armor, ducking, throw breaking, and like heat, if you can understand that, and Rage Art, if you can understand that, you'll probably get your character to Fujin. So, say you want to do that with half of the cast, almost 16 characters. Getting 16 characters to Fujin is absolutely easier than getting 1 character, unless that character's name is Dragunov or Azucena, to God of Destruction. Free. Absolutely. So that creates lopsided matchups for those players too, where now they're playing against players who are God of Destruction and have like 3 blue secondaries or 2 blue secondaries. Because that's all it's going to match them with, because no one else is close enough to them because they've accidentally overinflated their Tekken prowess. Then what do we do? How do we fix that situation? Return to the old matchmaking, or, once again, I think I talked about this earlier. Talked about this like 2 days ago or yesterday. Just have placement matches. When you start a new character, it doesn't put you generically at a low rank. Like, hold on. When you start a new character, I can show you guys this. Say you've only leveled up 1 character and you've got 1 character to about where I have a character. I have a character at Raijin, as you see up there. My main character is Raven at Raijin. Right? So if I go to play data and I look at all my characters, because I got a character to Raijin, all of my characters here that I've never touched, as you see, 0 wins. Some of these I have wins in like casual match or whatever. So a lot of these characters, like Leroy, I have zero games on. But they're all Gauryu. They're Gauryu because I got Raven to Raijin. Raven is now at Raijin, so it bumped all my characters up. Why do this? Some of these characters I'm probably not even Gauryu with, if I'm honest, because I've never played them. I'm going to lose a bunch of games with most of these characters before I actually rank up. Like, Leo, I could probably get to Fujin. Leroy, I could probably get to Fujin. Lily, I could probably get to Fujin, right? These characters that I have some amount of time on, yeah, I could probably get them to Mighty Ruler or Fujin. But the characters I've never touched before, they're not really Gauryu. They're definitely lower than that. The lowest is probably Yellow, right? Like, I'd probably beat a green rank player with any of these characters on the roster without thinking. Because I have enough Tekken experience, right? The Tekken prowess, as it were. But an easy way to solve this is just to make it so that when you click on a character for the first time, you've never played them in ranked, it doesn't matter how much you've played them in casual, you've never played them in ranked, it gives you placement games. It gives you a Fujin, like maybe the highest you can place is Fujin or something, right? So it gives you a Fujin or a Raijin, it gives you someone in blue rank, sees how you do against them, then gives you the next step down if you lose, gives you the same step if you win, right? So if you beat all your Fujins, or you go, say it's 10 games, and you win most of your games against Fujin, it gives you Fujin. Say you lose more of the games, say you lose like against two Fujins, it then drops you down to the next one. It gives you a Mighty Ruler. Or it gives you someone in purple. You beat the purple, cool, it gives you another purple. You beat that purple, cool, it gives you another purple. You lose to a purple, right? But it's only 5 games, so that'd be 3 sets. Or 10 games, 5 sets. Say you lose to the purple immediately. You like, boom, boom, I lost 2 out of the Fujin, boom, boom, I lost 2 out of the purple. It puts you in Gaudier, right? Okay, now you're fighting a Gaudier. You lost? Alright, we're gonna put you down all the way at the bottom in like yellow. The start of where you can lose points. Like, just erase all the shit where you can't lose points, I guess, when it comes to placement matches. And just start you all the way from the bottom of where you can start to lose points, which I think is yellow. If you skip your placement matches, it starts you all the way at beginner. Sure. If you really want that buffer, you really want that pad, you really just want to get into ranked, but want that padding of not being able to lose points. You can skip your placement matches. If you do, your character starts at beginner. If you don't, and you play your placement matches, it puts you wherever some sort of a system can define where it thinks you are. And I think the highest they should be able to put you is somewhere in the blue ranks, right? Like, Street Fighter 6, the highest it puts you is Diamond 5 now, which is cool. So if it were to put you in Diamond 5 in this game, it would probably put you in something like Bushin. Because once you get to Tekken King and beyond, all those players, at least for the most part, understand enough about the game that they could be competitive level if they really wanted to hunker down and do it. That's how you would create a system of Tekken placement, right? D5 all the way down to like bronze. And in that way, it makes it so that you don't have to have this really shitty prowess matchmaking system, but then you also can stop all of your secondaries from just being Garyu. All of your tertiaries and quaternaries and quintupletaries or whatever the fuck they'd be called. I've never played some of these characters. I'm not Garyu with most of these characters. I'm not. No, I'm gonna get in. I'm gonna play Fang for 2 games. Be like, damn, this character fucking sucks. I have no idea what I'm doing. And I'm gonna demote it to orange. And that's okay, but maybe don't even have that be the start of it. Maybe instead have it so that these characters are just on a beginner system until you decide to play ranked. And if you play ranked, you can choose. Either none of this lowest rank bullshit. Either from beginner, where you get to pub stomp for a little bit, you'll very quickly get out of that. Or placement matches. And I know some people will probably choose the pub stomp for the content, and I guess that's kind of just the breaks, them be the breaks in every game. But it stops people from having to play secondaries so much or having to make alt accounts. Because I've seen like 4 players that I watch stream a lot who can't get matches anymore. I won't say any names because they're now using alt accounts. And it's not really their fault. I don't blame them. I'm not mad at them for using alt accounts. The game decided that they won't get matches for 20 minutes. And when they do, they run into the same 5 people over and over. That's shit. This player base is way too big right now for that. The player base is big enough that that should not be the case. Anyways, this is another rant. You guys know me. I love ranting, raving, talking about shit for the YouTubes. Anyways, this has been Beanie Thuggish for the YouTubes. Signing out, asking you to subscribe, like the video if I make this one, comment down below how you feel about potentially having placement matches instead of prowess-based matchmaking in Tekken 8. Do you want them to just revert the system and go back to the way it used to be in previous Tekken 7 and early Tekken 8? Let me know how you feel about it down in the comment section down below. Subscribe to the channel. Beanie Thuggish, signing out and saying peace.